Welcome in, Parked fam, to another episode of Parked Disc Golf. Today we're at Soldiers Row playing 9 holes. Hit the intro. I am setting the goal of being -3 on this back 9. Oh baby, turn. Turn. Hit right. Oh, get in. Hey! Alright, so like I said, today we are playing 9 holes at Soldier Row. We are going to play the back 9, mainly because it's in the woods and it's cold and windy out here today, so I want to be a little more sheltered. But also, I haven't showed off these holes on the channel yet, and this is one of my favorite courses around. So I am setting the goal of being -3 on this back 9. There's a couple challenging holes, but a lot of these are definitely birdieable, even a couple ace runs coming up. So if you're excited for this episode, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for me, as we are on a journey to 500 subs. But you know, every like, sub, and comment is greatly appreciated, guys. So let's get into hole 10 here. Hole 10 is in the A position. So it is 232 feet, dead straight. I mean, you can see it right behind that last big tree right there. I'm going to go the Warship that we got in the Trash Panda used disc swap video. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and click the link. I'm going to try to get it on the screen, or go back to the channel and find it. It's not that long ago that we posted it. But yeah, it's just a kind of neutral, straight flying mid-range. So here we go. Let's get this up there. Hopefully we warmed up enough and we can get this first bird. Oh, I yanked her. Grip lock. Okay, nice kick out. Nice kick out. All right, that at least saves the par, so we're not going +1 to make it even harder on ourselves. Let's still try to run a putt, though. Let's go. That was a very favorable kick out there. We are probably right outside circle 1. Kind of have a look here. Let's see if we can't get something in. I've been trying to work on my putting at home in the basement. No, there's no wind, or that was a fair run. Tight little run, but all right, that's gonna be a par on hole 10 here. Let's go on to hole 11. But yeah, I've been trying to work on the putting in the basement. I can only get about to 15, 18 feet, but it's better than nothing. Just trying to work on the form, work on all of the things that I need to do to improve in that aspect in the off season. But hole 11 here is a par 3. It's a very challenging par 3. Basically, it is dead straight through this path, and it's to the right, kind of like in a little opening in the trees. So we are going to throw the Wraith. This was a hole when I first opened this disc that I thought would be absolutely perfect for a hole like this. I think it's just going to turn and then just fade at the end. So if you don't know what turn is where on a backhand you go this way and then the fade comes down. If you're newer, that's what I'm talking about when I say that. But also, like, I'm a MA4, MA3 in a tournament, which basically means I'm a beginner myself. But so if you hear me saying things like that, that's what I'm talking about. But here we go with the Wraith. Let's see if we can't, miss some trees, hit the gap, and get up there. Oh, baby, turn. Turn. If that's in the other hole location, I am absolutely parked, dude. That actually is something that I do love about this course is every single hole has alternate baskets. So like this one, the other basket is right behind this tree right here. And I mean, I'm inside circle 1 there. I'm just right outside circle 1 on this shot. I'm going to try to give it a run, but just make sure that I stay close. But I absolutely love that I can come out here every other month or however often I want, and I feel like I'm playing a new course every time, because the guy that manages this course, he is actually the owner of Death Putt Disc Golf, which I don't know if anybody that's watching has ever been there or heard of it. Oh, absolutely, on the pole. But it is an awesome little shop. Our used disc section video was in there. But he manages the course and he switches up the holes all the time. He doesn't move like all of the holes at the same time. He'll just move like 3 or 4 here or there, or he'll move the odds or the evens or whatever. So it's kind of nice, and that's one thing that I do love about Soldiers Row. It's never the same. All right, on the hole 12, the third hole of the video, we are still at a even, which, you know, with those first two, I would have liked to got the first one, but getting a par on the second one is definitely a good thing. So hole 12 here is 205 feet. This time where they have the basket, it is to the left. I like this shot on the other hole, on the other basket location, because it's just a forehand flick with the zone. I am going to go zone again. Basically, I just want to hit this path, and where those kind of like two tree stumps are, the basket is tucked behind it. So I need to hit this path and get left. I'd like to take a bird here, but again, it's another one that could easily turn into a bogey. So let's just hit what we need to hit and get up there. All right, come on, zone. Okay, I hit it. Too early, though. Oh, direct shot on the tree. Bump, bump, bump. All right, so you can kind of see the basket poking through the stumps right there. I am probably just going to try to lay this up because I do not have a direct path. It'd be one heck of a putt if I could get it over that stump straight. So I'm going to throw the Justice easy and just see if it won't just turn in. So get over. No! Oh, that's no bueno. That is a just inside circle one putt for the par. Let's see if that practice is paying off, because that was worst case scenario. All right. So this hole definitely has not turned out the way I wanted it to so far. Like I said, this is one of those holes that can easily become a bogey if you don't perfect your shots, which has been one of my biggest problems so far today, but just in kind of general. So I would say I have about a 25 to 30 foot putt here. Definitely makeable. Definitely in my kind of range. Let's lock in. Let's knock it down right here. Ah, just pushed it right. See if we can't knock it down with the animal. Okay, same result. Well, first bogey on the board, baby. Oh, that is a big bummer on the round right there. So, also, why didn't I bring a towel? These discs are getting filthy, and we're just now getting into it. So, hole 13 here is 150 feet. It's just dead straight through this gap of trees. Very birdieable. So, this one's going to be just a slight run up, and let's just get it up there. Take an easy bird. These next two, if I don't get, we definitely are not hitting a -3 mark. So, big hole. Put the pressure on ourselves. Let's get this right here. Okay, kick right, kick right. I did not kick right, but there's a little gap there. I should have a putt opportunity coming up. I thought it was in the opening here, but it kept going, and I am not looking in a good spot for the par or for the birdie. Okay, I'm gonna go a little forehand flick right here. Oh, perfect. All right, that's a much better putt than the one I was thinking I was gonna have. Not executing. It seems to be a thing that I'm becoming known for at this point. Whoo! Made the putt, but that was ugly. All right. Par in that one, still +1 for the round. Let's get this next one. So after that, we're definitely in position of must get birdies here, and this is a must get birdie. It's 3 feet? 138 feet. This whole location is kind of hard to film. It's just kind of up through this path to the right. I'm just going to go with a dynamic disc Justice here and just try to flick it up there. Nice little forehand. It is aceable. Hopefully, I do, because I would definitely take that. But this should be a very easy birdie. So let's just try to get us a nice little flick and get it up there. No, get right. Oh, yeah. Got through. That is a tap in birdie. Let's go. All right, like I said, tap in, absolutely parked. Gets us back to an even round. And Let's go. Justice birdie on the board. Hole 15 here is another par 3, 177 foot, I think it said. Yeah, 177 feet, pretty much dead straight. Maybe a little hyzer play at the end. I'm going to roll with the balance here. I liked what it did when I threw my second shot on hole 12. So I'm going to give it another shot. Again, this is for fun, but I'm also trying to score. I think if I put this kind of flat, it's just going to fade at the end versus what I think my buzz or one of the other approach discs will do. So that's the thinking. Oh, nose up. All right, it got through. Not that you could see that, but it got through. Probably left myself about a 25 footer. I think let's hit it. Let's hit it this time instead of pulling it right. Let's walk it off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, it's about 20, like 25 footer, like I said. Not going to be an easy one because I'm kind of in a straddle position. I'll just do Texas flip. I hate straddle putts. Straddle putts are not my thing. I respect people that do. That flick wrist. I respect people that do the straddle putt, but I have never been really any good at straddle putting. But it is the lie that I gave myself. Let's see if we can just knock this down and take another birdie on the board. Oh, I left that way short, dude. I count the second one. So they didn't move the pin location on this one. Again, one I've never played. But it is a par 3, 172 feet, kind of dead straight through the path, and then it goes left. This is a justice hole if I've ever seen one. I am just going to hit the middle here and let her get left. Maybe put a slight ante on it, but that's the goal. I really need this to get negative, as we only have 3 holes left, and we're shooting for a negative 3 here. So the next 3 holes are a must get here if we want to meet the goal. So here we go. Take it through. Ah! Dadgummit, man! I'm not necessarily having a bad round. I mean, I'm out here having fun because it's a decent day in the middle of January in the state of Ohio. But, like, come on, man. I also chose this course because it was a little bit more technical, which I tend to struggle with. This back 9 specifically because the front 9's a little bit more open. So that was kind of the decision of playing the back 9 because it's something I need to work on. But yeah, I don't know. I got to fix something on these more distance putts because I've got to be able to hit some of these birdies. So since this video challenge is already failed, I'm going to try to reset my mind. I'm also going to throw 2 shots here because I want to try a couple different ways of playing this hole. Usually it's just a forehand onyx, which, I usually can hit, but I want to try out a leopard 3 backhand turnover, let it anhyzer a little bit and come down just to see how that works, if I can just hit the path and have a better shot opportunity. But let's try to get -1 on these last 2. Let's just try to have a negative round. I know we didn't hit the -3 goal, but let's go ahead, reset our mind, and let's play aggressive here in these last 2 to try to get one birdie. So there is the Mando right here to the right, but I'm going to try to hang this out left and then let it come back into play. So there is no out of bounds, but let it come back into the open field so we have an approach shot and maybe get close for the easy birdie. Okay, so I turned over the onyx. Don't typically do that. Let's try the leopard 3. Hit the Mando. Okay. So out of the 2, I did find out that the leopard 3 is just going to get there. So that's probably the play. I'm probably going to play that one just because it's more fun, gives me an opportunity. So I'd say I'm about 275 feet away. I'm going to go with an Athena shot here. Let's just try to keep it pretty straight and then just let it fade at the end. So get left. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit it. Oh, that looks good. That looks really good. Now just get left. Fade. All right. I didn't necessarily land as close as I thought I did, but I've definitely played this hole way worse. So this still gives me a birdie putt. Of course, it's going to start to have a little bit of wind gust, but I would say I'm about 15 feet away with an elevated basket. Dang it. Let's try the star animal here. Okay. Is that my putter? Why is player 2 always better? Well, there's a par. I'm going to take it. Definitely could be worse. If you had one shot or one opportunity, sees everything you ever wanted, did you capture it or just let it slip? Yo! All right, I had to get in touch with my little inner Slim Shady. So this is the last opportunity to end this 9-hole round on a negative note. So I think I'm going to throw the evader as my last throw here, but I'm going to throw 3 off the tee. The evader, the Athena, and the Leopard 3. I think I'm going to throw the evader on a forehand, the Athena on more of a backhand hyzer, and then the Leopard 3 on more of an anhyzer. See if it doesn't move and come back. It's just a little island hole, par 3, 265 feet. So let's see which one lands the closest, but let's hope it's the evader so we can end this on a negative note. Okay, now sit. Uh-oh. Next up, the Athena. Okay. Deep, I think. Yeah, what a skip. So far, neither one of those is close. Leopard 3, let's see if the anhyzer shot gets any closer. Flip up. It stayed on hyzer. I'm going to go with the star animal first because that's been our better putter today of the two, which doesn't surprise me that I am liking a premium plastic putter over a kind of neutral. I feel like most people are the opposite, where they like the base plastic putters, but I don't know what it is about the like kind of more premium plastic that I absolutely love. So let's see if we can't. I don't know. I might be closer than I think. I don't know, I think I'm right on the edge of circle 1. And I pushed it right again. Oh, and it's off the island. No bueno. Oh, get in. Hey, the judge makes a big putt. Now all of a sudden I'm conflicted again. You know, if I count the second putt on like every single one of these holes that like I've made it, I think I hit the -3 mark, which is just some bullcrap, man. Why can't I just put it together the first time? Oh. Well, there's another par. We have finished the back 9 holes here at Soldier Row at a even score. I honestly bogeyed a hole that I did not expect to bogey, parred a hole that I expected to probably bogey, and missed some easy birdies, like opportunities. So, I mean, altogether for the middle of January, kind of playing news disc, trying to figure out my game for the first time that's actually playing realistic holes. You know, I think it went pretty well. Didn't finish positive, which is a good thing, but you know, let me know what you thought. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe button, and comment below. Lets me know, you guys are watching. Let me know if you like the content, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.